everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Chargers are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Jets, who will need to solve that secondary. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
America's finest city on about as fine a Sunday afternoon as you're ever gonna see. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the San Diego Chargers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Here we go. Green.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So the D-line's going to spread out. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Uh-oh, Charles, now you get to talk about your old spot, the secondary. Very key here in this one.
You got to cut me off because, you know, I'll talk about them all game long. Love to see those guys match up and challenge the best wide receivers.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second-guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taken right around the 44. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Lose the drives up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the time.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's scooped up by the Jets. He's got daylight. The 30, 10, 5, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here.
No, check, Patriot!
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Hurry up, here we go!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. He's got it, and the lead moves to 15-6. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. So that means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
He'll set up to throw, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's got it up and through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
And now a carry here for their fullback. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuffed the run. I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're...
So the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
And he's got his man on the comebacker. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better around.
And he loses the football a second time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A horde of Jets, huge crew there to make the stop. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
2nd down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it down shy to 45 at the 46. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
Green 39. Leopard.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And his kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
New York set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he will lose you. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And the gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They go play action here on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
Let's go! 38!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And this is going to be incomplete. the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And it's a wobbler, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the bar. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a bit of a strange one there. That was not particularly the longest field goal in the world. He needed help from the crossbar just to get it over.
Yeah, I don't know if it was his footing or his cleats got caught or what, but that was a bit of a knuckleball, and you're right. He definitely got some help, and it appeared to me, Brandon, he just willed that one over the bar.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. San Diego. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
All right, here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
A gain of 39 that time. In the red zone this time.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, land it. All right, now look at 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
so much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Back to throw here. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Chargers a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. They come out here in the eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 14 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And the seemingly endless drive continues. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
A big gain there on 3rd and long. 32 yards.
I know it's all smiles on the offensive side of the ball right now, but you and I both know the entire mindset was just pick up the 1st down. What do you call that? One of those gravy plays?
Gravy, absolutely. They got more than they bargained for.
Love the way it turned out for them. Couldn't imagine going into the play that they thought this would be the end result.
Yeah, the defense got to be shaking their head, though. They'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now look at 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do...
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the quarterback is actually split out wide there in the Wildcat.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Watch 88.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So out come the Chargers. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
So much goes into a success.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game.